Hey everyone, Andrew Lopez here with Partner Channel LLC, right back at it again. I have another awesome, badass, very cool guest, Dan Leonard, Endeavor Mortgage. Thanks so much for being on the show, man.
Thank you. Yeah, happy to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for what you do for the Masters organization. We are proud members of the organization, and all thanks to Dan. Glad to be here, glad to be a part of it. So let's get into it. Here we are. So Dan, what is Endeavor Mortgage?
So we're a residential and commercial lending institution, focusing primarily on a range of products. There's really basically if it's real estate related, we can lend on it. Is what I would say for the most part.
Okay, so commercial and residential.
Correct.
Both. Okay.
And the entire spectrum, whether it be A paper, highly qualified people, all the way up to hard money, whether they be looking for, different types of loans and all along the spectrum.
Awesome. So you cover it all.
We do, yeah.
Good to hear. So the next question I have for you, Dan, is, what matters to your business? Kind of at Endeavor Mortgage, what matters most?
I think the thing that matters most to me is integrity in dealing with customers. Really tried to build my business around always doing the right thing by the client. And sometimes that's not doing a loan. Sometimes that's telling people, it's not the right time to buy the house, or it's not the right time for them. So really the integrity of dealing with the individuals and making sure their needs are met, their needs are first, and dealing with them open and honestly in that regard, I would say is the number one thing that's important to us.
I like that a lot because I, not being a real estate guy myself, but it's one of those things where it's such a high transaction.
Yeah.
And, as the broker, you want to win the deal. But what you said about integrity and how you said, it's amazing how sometimes it might not be the right fit.
Yeah.
And to know that and to make that be something that matters is huge. So I applaud you for that. And it's something I haven't heard and kind of come from someone in the industry quite yet. So
yeah.
I applaud you for that.
Yeah, as an industry, it's not necessarily, it's a very transactional business, as you talked about. It's not necessarily one that's built in long-term relationships as much, because you do the transaction and then the transaction's over. And so, but we really try to bring a relationship approach. I had a financial planning background before, so that's a very relationship-oriented business. So I tried to bring a lot of the facets of that to this business, and trying to build the relationship is far more important than the transaction, is what we like to say.
Absolutely, and that leads us to our favorite question of why the show exists. So Dan, how does Endeavor Mortgage value partnership in your business?
Oh, it's huge. It's been, so there's different ways to generate business in the mortgage business. Some people do it through buying internet leads of people that are looking for loans. Some people do it through, direct mail advertising, commercials on television, all that. For me, it's been about 6 years now where it's solely referral based and relationship based. So it's solely based on partnerships and what we can bring to them through things like the Masters Lunch, which we're at today, or just building those relationships and those partnerships is what is all of our business at this point, to be perfectly honest.
Absolutely, and that's why you're a perfect candidate for the show, and I highly value you and appreciate what you've done with all that you have got going on, and I thank you so much for being on the show. Dan, last thing, how can people get in touch with you, and who are you looking to connect with?
So any individual looking for either real estate finance of any kind, we also own our own escrow company, so anybody who needs escrow services, people can get in touch with me through phone. My office number is 562-431-3001. And just anybody that has questions about real estate finance in any way, shape, or form is welcome to call.
Perfect. You heard it from Dan. Please connect with him, reach out to us, and see how Dan can be of value to you. Thanks for tuning in, and cheers, everybody. Solid.
All right.
That's all it is. Painless,
There you go.
easy, quick.
Thank you, guys.